Dear students, welcome to the last topic of chemistry of milk subject. The topic is milk contact surfaces and metallic contaminants. Action of milk on certain metals would dissolve small amount of the metal and form metallic salts, which would give rise to a metallic taste in the milk. Some of the salts in milk have a catalytic action on the oxidation of milk fat, resulting in development of an oxidized flavor, or you can say rancidity, and these metals are said to taint the milk. Milk means milk absorbs flavor and taste very easily. So whenever we are treating milk in some vessels or equipments, then if small amount of metal in very small amount, very trace amount gets mixed into the milk, and then the milk taste appears metallic to us. What are the factors which influence the action of milk on metals? The temperature of milk means at what temperature the milk is being processed in that equipment. The period of contact, for how many minutes or how many hours the milk is in contact with that metallic surface. Cleanliness and polish of metal, the how much polished or clean the surface of the metal is there, that is in direct contact with the milk sample, and the amount of free air in the milk, and the acidity of the milk. Higher the acidity of the milk, higher would be the you can say chances of getting metallic taste. What are the selection criteria for metals for dairy equipment? During the processing of milk, the metallic surface will definitely come in contact with milk. As such, the interaction between the two cannot be avoided. As such, it is necessary to take into consideration this aspect while choosing the metals for designing various equipments with which milk will be in direct contact. The following aspects need to be considered in such situations: that the metal should be non-tainting, non-toxic, that should be insoluble in milk or any milk product, that should the resistance to corrosion should be very high, and should be easy to clean and keep bright, you can say cleaning in place, CIP. It should be light yet very strong, and the heat transfer rate should be very good, so that the time period for contact is minimum. Good in appearance throughout its use, should be low in cost, non-absorbent, and durable. Since it is not possible to get any single metal which can meet the entire above requirements, alloys of different metals like stainless steel is recommended for use in dairy industry. The most satisfactory combination of metal that could be used is 18:8 stainless steel and aluminium alloy, which is presently used in dairy industries. Talking about the characteristics of different metals and their alloys used for dairy equipment, one by one, starting with the copper and its alloys. Copper is mostly used for the preparation of milk pails, coolers, vats, strainers, pipe fittings, milk pumps, pasteurizer coils, etc. Due to the action of milk, it will cause taints in milk and the dairy products. For preventing such effect, the surface is coated with tin. Due to the action of milk on this metal, a green corrosion product is formed which is toxic for human consumption. The greatest advantage of this metal is that it is a soft metal and it is easy to work with this metal. In order to increase the usefulness of this metal, it could be used by having tin coating on the surface, and this makes the metal more durable also. Retinning of the metal is cheap and it will increase the makes it reusable for a considerable period. Its high conductivity promotes rapid heat transfer and its cost is also reasonable. The second is aluminum and its alloys. Aluminum metal and its alloys are often used in the preparation of milk cans, milk pails, linings for tankers and tanks, etc. Aluminium will not taint the milk, and being a soft metal, it is very easy to work with this metal. If the metal is impure, its durability is reduced. However, if aluminum alloyed or anodized, it is much more durable. The greatest advantage of this metal is its lightweight, and the disadvantage is difficulty in cleaning due to its porosity, corrosion when alkaline dairy reagents and sanitizers are used. It is difficult to solder this metal also. So these are the disadvantages. Three disadvantages: porosity, corrosion tendency, and difficulty in soldering the metal. Third is low carbon steel and stainless steel. This low carbon steel is widely used for bodies of tanks, vats, bottle washers, conveyor, etc. Stainless steel and aluminium in the ratio of 18:8 as we discussed earlier. This alloy of iron is most widely used for all milk or dairy products contact surfaces. The pure iron taints milk, dairy products, while stainless steel does not taint. The rust caused to this metal is its pure state is slightly toxic. As this is a tough metal, it will present problems in fabrication also. Stainless steel is highly durable in the preparation of various dairy equipments. What are the advantages? The advantages in the use of stainless steel are highly resistant to corrosion by common acids and alkali. It takes high polish and therefore easy to clean. It is corroded by brine and chlorine solution. This is its drawback, and welding has to be done to repair cracks, etc. The next metal is tin. This metal is used mainly as a coating for milk or dairy products contact surfaces of cans, vats, etc. It will not taint milk, although quite soluble in it. This metal is too soft to be used for any kind of equipment. Tin coating is not durable as it wears off readily by corrosion, abrasion, etc. However, retinning process is not difficult at all. Next is nickel and its alloys. Nickel is used as a coating for milk or dairy product contact surfaces of pasteurizing vats, coolers, etc. Nickel alloy used in freezing chamber of ice cream, freezers, cylinders and plungers of homogenizers, etc. It has very slight effect on milk flavor. Although the most soluble in milk among dairy metals, it is mildly toxic. An alloy with iron makes it very tough and is quite difficult to handle during fabrication. However, this metal is much more durable than tin coating, but it is more expensive. Lactic acid causes corrosion of this metal. However, it is not corroded by the alkaline washing powders. The highest disadvantage in the use of this metal is that it is more costly when compared with chromium and tin. And the last is chromium and its alloys. Chromium metal is more useful for the coating on various types of equipment. It is mostly used for the milk or dairy product contact surfaces. This metal is non-tainting and is resistant to corrosive action by acid and alkaline cleaners. The most important characteristic of this metal is that it is very expensive. Next is how to control the corrosion. From the practical point of view, corrosion cannot be entirely prevented in dairy equipment. However, its rate can be controlled to a large extent. And what are the measures that help in preventing corrosion of stainless steel surface? These are: keep the surface clean, permits surface to dry air whenever possible, use cleaners and sanitizers in the lowest concentration and for the shortest duration that will do the desirable cleaning job or desirable cleaning effect. It is the common observation in dairy industry that the stainless steel which is used extensively in dairy industry also will form an invisible film of chromium oxide on its surface when the stainless steel is dry and exposed to atmosphere. This film protects the surface from corrosion, but when the film breaks or wears away and the active metal gets exposed and corrode more easily. As the chlorine and its compounds are very corrosive, it is advisable that equipment should be sanitized with chlorine solutions, preferably just before it is to be used so as to avoid prolonged contact and thus corrosion. Milk contact surface and metallic contaminants. It is an established fact that milk normally contains metallic elements like aluminum, copper, iron, manganese, silicon, zinc and others. Although concentration of these metals is very low in normal milk, they may be added to milk during processing due to the action of milk on the contact surfaces of these elements. Milk utensils in our villages are commonly made of earthenware, zinc plated or galvanized iron, brass or copper. The product contact surfaces and other portions of modern processing equipment are increasingly being made of stainless steel. In the normal milk, copper is bound with the fat. As such, this metal is not active chemically. Milk, when comes in contact with the copper, it will dissolve in milk and would exist in active form as copper ions. In the presence of direct sunlight, the copper ions catalyze the hydrolysis of milk fat, which an irreversible reaction and results in off flavor development. This flavor defect is more in high fat products. Copper salts formed due to the reaction of its ions with milk salts or lactic acid are greenish in color, quite bitter in taste and also toxic in nature. In normal milk, iron is present in a chemically bound form. It is largely related to the fat globule membrane and the enzyme proteins. Similar to the copper, milk also dissolves iron when it comes in contact with it and will be forming free ions, resulting in the development of flavors and toxic compounds. Iron will also stain the product contact surfaces. A common practice prevailing when utensils, cans, or buckets made of galvanized iron are used or are to be used for handling milk and milk products is to coat the surface with zinc. But upon long usage, these vessels become defective due to wearing of the plating, exposing the iron to be in direct contact with the milk directly. Special consideration is to be given to the reaction of these metals with milk when they are used for preparing the equipment and containers for handling milk and milk products. Development of off flavors, discoloration of the products, corrosion of the vessel, formation of toxic compounds are some of the consequences when milk contact surface is made with these metals. Stainless steel is an alloy containing chromium, magnesium, manganese, silicon, and nickel. The most satisfactory materials for the product surfaces is the stainless steel containing 18% chromium, 8% nickel in a low carbon steel. The processing equipment made with surfaces with this alloy are easily cleaned also. So this was all about the chapter milk contact surfaces and metallic contaminants. With this chapter, the syllabus of chemistry of milk subject is also completed by us. So thank you very much for attending this video lecture.